The coldest inhabited places sit within a region known as the Siberian High, where cold air pools in low valleys and remains trapped for months. These settlements are far from oceans that might soften the climate. Mountains block warmer winds. In winter, the sun barely rises above the horizon. Cold is not occasional here, it is structural, woven into the land itself. At -50 degrees Celsius, exposed skin can freeze in minutes. At -60 degrees Celsius, machinery often fails. At -70 degrees Celsius, even fuel thickens and becomes unusable. Thermometers sometimes stop working altogether. Residents rely on experience rather than numbers to judge danger. Cold is measured not in degrees, but in behavior: how fast breath freezes, how snow sounds underfoot, how metal reacts to touch. Beneath every building lies permafrost, ground frozen for tens of thousands of years. Homes are built on raised stilts to prevent heat from melting the earth below. If the ground softens, structures can collapse. Plumbing is nearly impossible. Water pipes would freeze instantly. Instead, ice is collected and melted indoors. The land never truly rests. At first glance, this frozen world seems lifeless. But beneath the snow, life persists quietly. Mosses cling to rocks. Lichens grow slowly, feeding animals that depend on them. Nature here is subtle, patient, and wildlife in these regions has evolved extraordinary adaptations. Reindeer grow hollow fur that traps heat. Arctic foxes shrink their ears to reduce heat loss. Birds fluff their feathers into living insulation. Nothing wastes energy. Survival depends on efficiency. The Yakut, or Saka people, have lived here for centuries. Their traditions are shaped by cold, food preservation, clothing, housing, and rituals all reflect an intimate understanding of winter. Knowledge is passed orally. How to read snow, how to dress for different temperatures, how to respect the cold rather than fight it. Layers are essential. Fur-lined boots, reindeer skin coats, wool beneath wool. Synthetic fabrics often fail here. Traditional materials breathe while trapping warmth. Every garment has a purpose. Fashion gives way to function. Farming is nearly impossible. Instead, diets rely on meat, fish, and dairy, foods high in fat and protein, providing essential energy. Frozen fish is eaten raw. Meat is stored outdoors, preserved naturally by the cold. Refrigeration is unnecessary. Winter does the work. Rivers freeze solid, sometimes meters thick. Water is harvested as ice blocks, carried indoors and melted slowly. Every drop is valued. Waste is cars must run constantly. Turning off an engine can mean it will never start again. Tires harden. Metal becomes brittle. In the deepest winter, people walk rather than risk mechanical failure. Extreme cold changes sound itself. Footsteps crunch sharply. Voices travel differently. Silence feels heavier. Many residents describe winter as quieter, not just externally, but mental. Children still attend school in extreme cold. In Oymyakon, schools close only when temperatures drop below -52 degrees Celsius. Living here shapes the mind. Patience, preparation, and calm are essential. Panic is dangerous. Residents learn early that the cold does not respond to anger. It demands respect. In winter, daylight lasts only a few hours. Artificial light becomes essential for mental health. People gather indoors, sharing meals, stories, and warmth. Community replaces sunlight. The cold reduces bacteria and disease, but creates other risks. Frostbite is constant. Dry air strains lungs. Vitamin D deficiency is common. Medical care requires planning and resilience. Cold is not seen as an emergency, it is routine.